How do you level up your wealth and open your energy in order to receive all the love that your heart desires? Remember, your breath is the bridge between your source intelligence and your body. And your heart, okay, your heart connects everything. It is your heart that feels and experiences the world, okay? So for you to be ultimately wealthy, wealth being measured by your vibration, your vibe, it is your heart really that needs to dictate what is that you really want to be, do, and have in your life. And what does the heart represent in symbology? Love. So let's dive deep into this topic today. This was an amazing question that I received from a truly amazing soul. Thank you for this question. Before we dive into this amazing topic of wealth, energy, love, and desire, all the things that we came here to experience in our life, a life that we love, I just want to say a couple of things first. Firstly, welcome to the Wealth Rebel Show. I'm Emma. I'm the original Wealth Rebel here. If you find the content that I create useful for your journey towards wealth, do not keep it a secret, okay? Like, subscribe, and follow. It honestly means the world because it means that other people might be able to find it too, okay? And one of the things that I kind of really want to shout about when it comes to wealth is three things. Before we go deep into the bigger topic, what I really want to take a moment is to come back to the roots of why I created the Wealth Rebels show. Really, kind of what is it all about? What do I truly care about sharing for you guys before we go deeper, deeper, deeper for you today? There's two things, okay? Number one, I believe at my heart and soul level, my heart connecting to my soul, that it is planet before profit. 100%, without a doubt, planet before profit. Love before anything else. I am so love heart led, always. And if you put the planet first, then you are always, always choosing yourself. You're choosing yourself, which is not selfish because when you choose yourself, you're choosing those around you. And with that in mind, I want to remind you of the amazing charity that I have been supporting from the start of my Wealth Rebels journey. Actually, before then, for years, I've been supporting the Global Returns Project, a charity that invests into the pro-planet sector. They invest into a portfolio of charities that are doing amazing climate action work. A bit like a fund manager, right? A fund manager where they invest your money into the pro-planet charity sector on your behalf. And what they're doing by doing this, they are really putting the planet at the heart of what they do. And this really aligns, it's always aligned with my own ethos in life of planet before profit, love before anything. And when they do that, they put 100% of whatever it is that you donate, because they are a charity, they put 100% of your money into the charities that they have chosen are going to drive the climate action forwards. And they share those reports with you. They share the Global Returns Project will share how their combined charities are having in terms of the global impact on climate action. It's an amazing charity. I just love what they do. If you want to support them, the link is in the show notes. The link is in my bio. Go and check it out. Back to my roots of why I do this. Number two, wealth is all about living a life that you love, being in your love element, okay? And that your true wealth is your experience of your life, okay, in this moment. the present moment. No other moment matters. And we're really going to go deep on this today in today's talk. I feel like this talk is about kind of hitting reset. It's about going back to the roots of why we're here. What does wealth mean? And back to some of my wealth building formulas that I have been creating for a really long time. But I fundamentally gone deeper on it as my own path has evolved. And I myself have gone deeper and gained massive, deeper insight and clarity and perspective on it. And perspective is everything. Your perspective, your beliefs is what you then create and experience in your life. Okay. So finally, if you do have a question of your own, and you want me to answer, just write in the comments, send me an email, DM me. I'm here for you. Okay. So, how do you level up your wealth and open up your energy in order to receive all the love that your heart desires? Now, I don't want to ruin this for you, but as I wrote this, if you fast forward to the end, you get the answer. It is really simple. It's beyond simple how you do this. But I know from my own experience of awakening, my rude awakening to wealth, to real wealth, that our minds, and we'll talk deeply about the mind today, needs to not just know the how, but it needs to know the why. It often wants to know some of the science behind it because, you know, this is not woo woo, right? This is not woo woo. This is real. It's magical, but it's real. And it is all kind of at the same time incredibly, incredibly deepening. So by going deep and talking you through the why, you can then accept the simplicity of the how. You'll stop overthinking it and just start doing the work. Okay. So this question came about because I was talking to a friend as I've been going deeper into the field of quantum science in relation to wealth creation. I'm a complete science nerd. You know, for me, wealth creation is a scientific formula. And don't worry, you don't need to know the science formulas at all. And I'm like just scratching the surface with this. It's phenomenal. But the quantum of the wealth creation is the universal field of energy, okay? AKA the universe. Because, yes, guys, I warned you that those of you that follow me for many, many years always talk about the woo woo aspect of what I do, but it's the opposite of that. And this is what we're waking up to realize actually in this world of polarity and opposites that sometimes when we flip reverse and we see the inverse, the truth, that actually it's not woo woo at all. And maybe that's a topic for another day. But when you flip woo woo, because for me, I'm realizing that we were told to think it's woo woo. When we think of what's normal, we actually realize the woo woo is the normality. We've had the wool pulled over our eyes. And what is really happening, the reality in your life, okay, is that we are playing the best, most profound game of life, and that you are fully in the driving seat of everything that you create. The experiences, the people that you magnetize in, all of the things that you create in your reality is down to you. And therefore, you get everything that your heart desires when you follow my methods. Okay. And I'm not just bigging myself up. I've been doing this for years and I have seen this transformation in the work that I've done and for myself. When you tune into your inner frequency, into your inner desires, into the inner workings of you, you just don't know it. You just don't know how powerful you are. And the science is starting to show this, okay? But we don't need to wait for science to catch up. We just need to literally get on with living life. I mean, I do love the science nerdy stuff. If you are curious about some of the science nerdy things that I have been watching, I encourage you to watch some of the shows in the show notes. I've popped 3 podcasts in that have inspired me recently as I learn about the cosmos, the quantum science behind creation. What I'm going to talk to you about today is 100% the downloads that I have had coming into my own field of wealth creation before I even came across the proof. Okay. I've been bringing in this knowledge of how you level up your wealth to open up your energy to receive all the love your heart desires for years. Literally. And whilst I started to listen to these podcasts that are now literally going viral recently, for me, it was just confirmation. It was simply the universe confirming to me that I'm on the right path. Okay, I'm on the right track. Nothing is ever a coincidence. I'm like, oh my God, I've been writing these formulas for my own business in my kitchen late at night, in my studio by day, for myself, for my clients, literally for years. And it is just utter confirmation that I've been creating totally independently on my own. What now, some of these amazing, what I call my own gurus, are talking deeper about the science behind my own work. Like, it's given me the understanding and the inner standing that what I am creating is real. And this is amazing. The likes of Dr. David Clements, Robert E. Grant, Matthias De Stefano, Dr. Zach Bush, just to name a couple of the incredible scientists. And these amazing science nerds turns spiritual gurus are speaking the same text, formulas, language that I have been writing into my own coaching frameworks independently of them for years. Why is this message huge to you? Because I'm here to give you messages, right? I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. You really do already have all the knowledge within you. You don't need anything that is outside of you to create and have massive impact. Sometimes you just need to see and trust that you are right. Because when you believe in anything, you are right. When you believe in yourself, that is the biggest gift you can give to yourself and to humanity. Okay? I want to give you a bit of an insight now into one of my formulas because it really helps you to get what I'm talking about. So, take my wealth building formula that I channeled years ago. I quite boldly put into the ethos of YouTube, podcast, LinkedIn, Facebook, my wealth building formula. And at the time, it caused quite a stir because it was different. I said quite boldly that wealth equals money plus time plus energy divided by mindset. And I didn't really know why I was dividing it all by mindset. It just kind of came into me. It was money plus time plus energy divided by mindset. I started to think about this on a logical level. Logic was always, I was coming from the mind here, kind of probably channeling from somewhere else. But, I was coming from the mind where, okay, we have wealth. We have an attachment to money. So when money goes up, you can do more wealthy things, in theory, right? Often we just hoard money. But, let's just do this logically. Money goes up, wealth goes up. But also, often we spend time and energy to get money. So time can go down and energy can go down. Money can go up. So we don't feel wealthy because we just don't spend the money where it matters, right? And we spend all our time and energy making money. I've seen it. So my wealth formula was like money has to go up, but time has to go up and energy has to go up so you can experience wealth, right? And I saw it time and time and time again as I worked with this formula. And I just divided it by mind because I believed that the mind, the belief systems would ultimately sabotage your experience of wealth if you didn't believe that you were able to be wealthy. So, this formula was one of the first that I created, and I'm going to go deeper with you in this talk today. This is a big YouTube video. It's like, let's hit reset, let's go deep. This formula was one of the first that I created when I was delivering the first iteration of my wealth strategy coaching program back in 2021 when baby Rose was born. Okay, when I had a baby, literally doing this work as I'd given birth to a human. Too much information. I know. That happens sometimes. What was now becoming a core part of my 8 step framework in the future, the STAR code, where I teach my method on how to build your best life and become ultimately wealthy in the Star Wealth Training Academy. This program, by the way, is accessible to you instantly for just £111, where you get 8 amazing videos. You get all my wealth building tools and workbooks. So by the end of the program, when you've done all 8 workshops, you've done all 8 workbooks, you'll have your own wealth blueprint, plus so much more. And you get a chance to be a Star Wealth strategic planner in your own right. So if you want to be a part of that, you want to dive into my world, the links are below. Right now, I'm only accepting a handful of one-to-one breathwork clients at the moment. So if you want to work with me, really, the Star Wealth Training Academy or the Star Portal is the only way to work with me. And it's kind of supported by the fact that I really want to dive deep into my Soma Breath Master accreditation, because I really believe it is the key to how you level up your wealth to open up your energy in order to receive all the love that your heart desires more instantly. Okay. The breath is of paramount importance to me delivering on my mission and helping you to reach this absolute state of bliss, because optimal wealth is a bliss state. When you reach your true wealth frequency, that is what you are experiencing, bliss at the highest level. It's amazing. So, I've been channeling this for some time. And in a world of material things, where things become physical matter, we create matter, material things that we can touch, okay? We need money in this world, in this material world, to buy them or to experience them, to live it. It's just a fact of life right now. But usually what we see, and this is what I have experienced for myself as well. I don't kind of think of myself as separate to you, and that's another conversation, right? Is that we strive for money to have wealth, to experience it. But what we then ultimately sacrifice, and it is a sacrifice, is all the other things of time, energy. And when one goes up, the other must come down, right? Wrong. Wrong. I could see this paradigm. I could see that this is where we came to experience this dualistic world. It is the absolute con of all of it. And we must see it for what it really is. We must start to believe differently about wealth as a construct of time, energy, money, and our mind. Okay, and move beyond what we believe to be possible. Because when we believe in the impossible, that's when the magic happens, right? Because in fact, if we believe that we have to be savvy with time, leverage time to create more money, even on a practical level, right? Money should go up, time goes up. And when we work on the missing factor, which is our energy, and I did not know why energy was such an important factor at this time. I didn't really understand the intricacies of energy like I do now when I designed my money, time, energy formula. But for years, I have had energy at the heart of my wealth building formula. I would always push my clients. They'd set all the money goals, even time goals, because it's like, well, time is my limiting factor. And I'm like, well, what about energy? What about energy? You're forgetting energy. And I didn't really understand why. It's like why this was coming to me in such a profound, passionate, strong way. If I have passion for something, it's because I really believe in it. I really feel it at my deepest, corest level. And when I have that passion, I know that is my heart. That is the courageous lion heart that is coming out to you. Don't know where the word lion came from. Anyway, we'll flow with it, right? So, you are making more money, but your time poor, your energy is off, right? You are energy poor. You're broken. And I've been there. Blimey heck, I felt broken. I hit the decks time after time after time after time again. And then I'd literally try and change my life to go back into making more money in a different way. If I just change things to make more money in a different way, it's going to fix it. Let me tell you, it didn't fix it. Your energy is your auric field. And if your energy is off, you are literally, you just feel dead inside. You don't shine. You look grey, right? I've coached hundreds of people and they're always working with me because often they have the money, but they still don't feel wealthy. Sometimes they have the time and they don't have the money. And it's like they're in this impossible situation when they have all the time, but they just cannot get past. They're blocked because their energy is not flowing. Okay. So, what does energy mean? What does energy represent in the field of the quantum? Because this is what it's all about. It's looking beyond the plane of 3D, even 4D with time as a construct. We're going beyond kind of what we can see in the material aspects and the time of that. Your energy is actually your soul. And your wealth is how you channel your energy, just like you channel time and money. It's how you spend it, how you spend. Your energy is an exchange. When you exchange anything, think about it, it's an exchange. We have a currency exchange for money, right? The physical exchange of energy. We exchange money, time, and energy for the creation of wealth. That's what we should be doing. Your energy is just like money in representation of something else that you're going to get. Okay? Your energy is what you will need to use and to channel to create or exchange your energy for money, your energy for some time. And fundamentally, when you see the power of energy, your wealth will go up. So that's why you need to work on building your energy to build time, to build money, so your wealth can fundamentally tick tock, be going up into a high vibrational state. So naturally, when energy goes up, time goes up, money goes up. Your wealth, the way that you vibe, your vibration goes up. The higher you vibe, you are channeling and spending everything optimally for you, not for anybody else, for you. So to be wealthy, to be totally wholly wealthy, you have to come at it from your own inner perspective. And this is the thing, this is where the big but would always come for me because I always knew, I just didn't fully understand it as the science is now showing us, right? I said, okay, from experience, I have seen I've seen that people have money, time, and energy. I've seen people have energy. I've seen people have a beautiful aura, like the best. aura. I'm like, you are so beautiful in your energy and it's addictive. You've got time, you've got money. Why are you not wealthy? What is going on? Because it's divided by mindset. I didn't fully understand it until right now. In fact, the more I talk about it, I'm like, oh my God, there it is. The penny, mind the pun, the penny is dropping, right? Sometimes you need to have a penny dropping for things to land and for you to realize what is actually happening. So I realized that something was missing. So I took my own formula of money, time, and energy. Was already dividing it my mindset because when you don't believe that wealth is for you, for whatever reason, wealth isn't for you, money's not for you, time shouldn't be a gift for you, you just don't deserve it, then everything is going to diminish. Okay. Honestly, think about this. If you don't believe that wealth is for you, guess what? You are 100% right. Whatever you believe to be true is your truth. Whatever you believe, and we're talking about the beliefs that you have in your mind that form neurological pathways. By the age of 7, you form your beliefs, 6, and then 7, it starts to really strengthen. These are neurological pathways in your brain, in your subconscious that drive everything for you. So if you believe something, it becomes your outer world, right? I'm getting serious now. You are 100% right. If you don't believe money is good and you have loads of money, money will ultimately destroy you eventually. Maybe you'll give it all away. Maybe you'll do something really silly to sabotage it. Who knows? This is your story. You'll all have your own story. If you don't believe that time is of abundance to you, when you have lots of it, guess what? You will never, ever appreciate the time that you have and you'll mess it up. You'll waste it. You'll waste the time that you were given to be, do, and have what matters to you. And fundamentally, you'll stay locked in a total lie that time is running out. TikTok. Okay. Peter Pan. Great movie. I'm sure Disney was channeling, right? Go and watch some Disney movies that'll really enlighten you. Avatar is another one. If you don't believe that your energy is the source of everything for you, even when this energy is magnetic, okay? If you don't believe that energy is your ultimate source, you are your ultimate source, right? And you are magnetic, things keep coming to you. You're like, why do all these things come to me? Why do I meet amazing people? Why does money come to me? Why do I have time? And yet, you don't believe eventually you will mess it up. Trust me, I've been there 100% in the ash. And I'm sure that we are not, if you've done this, know that it was meant to be because that is how your soul, you are learning that you came here to learn. It's soul school at the end of the day. So don't beat yourself up. Notice it and go, I learned that the hard way. We learn everything the hard way. It's why we do it. Okay, we'll talk more about this in a minute. We're going to go deep. This is a deep one today. Okay, so this is why your mindset, what you are programmed to believe in your deep subconscious matters so much because it's what creates the physical reality in matter. It matters what you think because it creates matter, right? Words don't lie. Words are just spells. They tell you a story. Everything has a meaning. The words all have meaning when you look at what words mean. Okay? But there's an extra layer to it, a peeling of the onion, if you like. And this is why unconsciously I have been weaving in love into my formula for years. Sounds so cheesy, I know. Okay. But it really isn't. It's not cheesy at all. Because the mindset is your programming system. It's like your master computer for your experience on Earth. Okay. Even when you're programmed to think positive and believe all the right things, you're still going to be limited if you live by the mind. It will ultimately still be a diminishing factor for you because the mind is not designed to be dot dot dot. It's not designed to be loving. The mind is not loving. It's matter of fact or what it perceives to be fact. Okay? Living from the mind is living in fear. No matter what you believe, whatever you believe, kind of like in your subconscious, if you live by the mind because it's a fear-based system, you are going to ultimately kind of falter because fundamentally, the mind is designed to keep you safe. It's constantly scanning for things that will kill you. It's primal. It's fear-based. And therefore, whilst it forms beliefs, we've advanced, right? The human mind is very, very advanced. It forms beliefs, has all these other things that it can do. The hardwiring is there. By age 6, your computer is most likely programmed to have these things within it to help drive your ship. But fundamentally, it's constantly scanning for threats. And the primal part of your mind is 1,000 times faster to react than your conscious mind. And so, this is why living from the mind when it comes to wealth, because wealth is an instantaneous moment in your life right now, in this moment, where you get to experience the now moment, because there's no other moment other than now. That's why time is not a real thing. You are here with me. If you are not living by the heart and experiencing wealth in the moment because you're living by the mind, even if you have beliefs that are supportive of wealth and you're scanning for threats, you will never break free and you will constantly be stuck in the constructs of limited beliefs. Every belief becomes limiting because the mind is a box. Okay. If you want to ascend into a state of bliss, you need to start living your life differently. I mean, the very question of how do you level up the wealth, this is coming from the mind because the heart knows. You know exactly what it is that you need to do. But the mind wants to know how because there is fear in not knowing. It wants to know, it seeks clarity. It wants to know before it moves or takes a step, right? It wants to know that its step's going to be expansive and limitless. It wants freedom. It desires it, maybe in its mind's heart. But if you've never experienced what your heart is desiring, the terrifying truth for the mind is that it's going to contain you. It's going to hold you back. The thing that is, in theory, there to keep you safe, maybe with money, time, and energy, it's going to keep you safe, holding on to money, holding on to extra time, holding on to your energy for when it's worth spending it because it fears the things that it doesn't know. And that's not true wealth. True wealth is beyond your wildest dreams. And what's holding you back from your wildest dreams is living a life that you love. Be honest. Love is the single thing that we came here to experience. Even the guys watching this, you want love. I know you do. You tell me all the time. It's the biggest thing, right? I coach guys and girls. I have guy mates and girl mates. You tell me these things, right? I know that you desire love at the deepest core in all aspects. Not love just doesn't have to be with an intimate partner. Love can be with your friends, with your careers, with everything. It is everything. It's weaved into every thread of everything. Love is everything. And all the spiritual gurus are now talking about love being the key to saving humanity. Okay? I've been saying that for years. Okay? People are getting a bit annoyed at me going on about love. Even, sorry to say this, even my ex-husband used to say, um, you love everything. You can't love everything. Every house we viewed or every meal I had. I'm like, I love it. I love it. I do. It's just who I am. A massive love bug, right? I think that's kind of what's got me through my life is the fact that it's just who I am at my deep cellular core level, right? I want to play back to something from my own past. Going back to 2023, I was on a retreat setting up my own wealth strategy for 2024, and I was asked for my word for 2024. And I just blurted out after a really deep breath session, I will add, breath connects you to your heart, love. I was like, my word is love, love, love. The rest of the room had like different, more informed words for their wealth evolution. And I just could not stop saying the word love. And I didn't really understand it. I was just like, I mean, it's love. Love's the only thing, love, right? It's like, okay, stop saying love. Sorry, love. Very northern. I honestly didn't understand it. Clearly, I had just had a download, right? A download is when you just get inner inspiration coming in and you don't really understand why, what it is that's coming in. I already had the strap line of Live a Life You Love on my website. I then started working with a coach at the time, Steve Conley, who introduced me to Ikigai, the Japanese concept of living a life of joy, aka bliss, and purpose. And at the heart of Ikigai is love, always doing what you love. It kept hitting me in the face. Love. And now the science is showing that we should not live by the mind, but instead by the heart. And what does the heart represent? In symbology, it's love, right? It's the love portal. It is everything. So, how do you level up your wealth to open up your energy to receive all the love that your heart desires when you aren't limiting yourself by your mind's programming? It just feels so obvious to me now. It feels so obvious. I said you could just fast forward all the way to the end. It's really simple. Start living by the heart. Just check in with your heart. If your heart beats faster when you think of a person, that's your answer. Yes, you can think, but trust your heart's innate reaction because your heart knows. If your heart skips a beat when you think about an opportunity at work, that's your answer. If your heart melts when you think about seeing your friend, that's your answer. Don't overthink it. Yes, your mind will help you to then create that action of what the heart desires. But enabling your heart to choose the path in the first place, what is it that you want to experience? And that could be in the moment. Do I want to go to this thing? What does my heart really want? Stop saying yes to things that you don't love and start saying yes to the things that you do. Enabling your heart to choose your path is what's going to help you to create the impact, experience it. It is the essential part, and you will not go wrong in life, ever. Doesn't mean that you won't make mistakes or get your heart broken. Okay? I can't make promises that you won't make mistakes. I always say, if you don't make mistakes, if you haven't had your heart broken, you haven't lived. But you won't regret a single thing because you will always know that you move through your life courageously through your heart. Okay. And one thing that you will start to do when you start to live by the heart is that you'll start to trust the most important person that you need to trust. You don't need to learn to trust other people. You need to learn to trust yourself. You need to trust yourself first and foremost. Like every single moment, right? Live every single moment by your heart, not your mind. Your mind will keep you safe, keep you in your comfort zone. It's not really that comfortable. What is the single thing that would finish you off if you really let your mind be in charge? What's the single thing that could finish you off? Having your heart broken, right? Nobody goes into life knowing that they want to get their heart broken. Your mind will want to know, is this person going to break my heart? Is this venture going to break my heart? Is this friend going to break my heart? You don't know. You'll never know unless you take a chance and courageously follow your heart. Your mind will always sabotage it. It doesn't mean to, because it's not your mind is not a bad thing. It's there to keep you safe. Think about it if you want to. Okay? So let me tell you this, if you haven't had your heart broken, and I mean fully ripped out of your chest, like when you feel like you can't breathe and it takes time to breathe again, then you haven't lived. You came here to experience life in full colour. You came here to feel the pain of heartbreak so that you can feel the absolute bliss of being in love with your life, with yourself, and with everything around you. Once you realize this is how you up level your wealth by simply putting your heart's desires first. Every single time you make a choice, every time you breathe. Do I want to breathe? Yes, my heart chose to because it wants breath. Okay, let's breathe. We forget to breathe, right? And this is why breath work is at the heart of what I do. When you choose everything, watch how things shift. I don't mean just do this for a day. I mean consciously do this every moment of every second of every day. Do it courageously all the time. Watch how things shift. Watch how your time, energy, money formula levels up, right? In reality. And your mindset, because we do so much work on changing beliefs. Just do this simply. Your mindset will automatically upgrade. And believe me, it can be as simple as living courageously through your heart. When you do that, your mindset is going to shift because you believe that you can. And you will become magnetic to all of it because you will fully embody your energy. Because by accepting what your heart desires, your energy is you. You are being you, unapologetically you. Whatever you are, whatever you came here to be, do, and have. You will be using your energy for what your heart desires, and boom, your wealth goes up. You will have more time because, I mean, on a total practical level, you're going to stop wasting time on things that you hate for a start. And it's amazing how you can create more time by doing just that. You don't have to spend a second of your time with things that you don't like. You chose all of this, and you need to accept full responsibility for your life and making sure you love it on every level. And honestly, on a total practical, non-woo-woo level, right? When you do what you love, when you embody your own energy fully and you live by the heart, money comes in because people want that and they will pay for it. Whatever you create, if you put your heart and soul into it, people want it. when you really are behind it with full throttle in your element. And then you experience your life. Your wealth goes up, your vibe goes up. I mean, it just feeds in, it's cyclical. It's so repetitive. I think I've probably repeated myself in this talk a lot because that is the point of it. We just have to, it's really boring. Do I love it? Okay. See what things come into your life when you start doing this from the people, the experiences, the opportunities. Let me just tell you though, you can't just sit at home and hide. You have to be in the world to have this happen. You have to be in the world, creating in the world for things to happen. You know, don't sit and wait. Don't be in waiting energy, right? You have to take action by choosing what it is that you want to experience. Okay. Experience your life, your wealth goes up, your vibe goes up, the magic happens. And guess what? This is the amazing thing, right? Oh my God, oh my God. Kind of snowballs. It's like a big snowball going down a mountain. It will snowball. And sometimes you might have to go, hang on a minute, slow down, because it can then become overwhelming. And because you're upgrading, you're getting used to having a higher vibration, a higher frequency, a higher experience of life. And you might need some time to rest and recuperate and land and be on the earth and ground. So there's just one more thought for you, my lovers, as I kind of tie this quite long talk for you today up, is that you have to stop thinking you even need to level up in the first place because you have all the love in this very moment right now. Okay? You just have to feel the love in this moment and it will shift in an instance. So, to finish, I want you to come into the star portal. I want to invite you into my world. For £8 a month, you can experience monthly breathwork sessions with me, live or on replay, right? With a library of sessions available to you where we will breathe literally your heart's desires into your mind. We'll rewire the brain to believe it is abundant in the now. We'll release all the bliss hormones, create deep cellular healing that transmutes you into a higher state of consciousness, raising your cellular level of vibration, level of vibrational energy, love. It's profound. So if you are really stuck in the mud and you don't want to wait, just come and join the next session with me. It's £8 a month, no contract. You can leave, come for a session. I don't mind. Namaste.